Giselle is not running things anymore. Candace used white privilege too much this season. Michael, you're so shady. Karen, please do not fall down these steps. Y'all know how old Robin is to be talking about a baby girl? No one really had a spectacular dress that I was excited about. Y'all better stick together. She has the most money, I feel like, out of everyone besides Ray. This little bromance they have is so interesting. How many ring upgrades do you think we got? Look at this man. He knows how to work a room. They got enough issues. He don't need an outsider coming in. She forgot that she has a white husband too. Getting Healed Conference 2021. I wonder if that's the reason why he's close with Michael. I will never forgive Andy Cohen. We're rooting for you, sis. Why are you paying me out to look like a deadbeat? Nobody wants to hear that either. Are we worried about the bachelor party that Michael's gonna plan for Juan? What in my life has been consistent in 25 years besides myself? The answer is yes. Friendship is the foundation of something that lasts 25 years. I'm worried that embellished is a product and not a business. We just don't want to do the 12-year engagement. Let's not drag this on for another season. What up, Potomac fam, and welcome back to another episode of From Rizzo with Love with me, your girl Rizzo, as we recap the season finale. Yes, I'm late. What? I'm gonna catch up this week, y'all. For those of you guys who do not know me, sorry for all the hostility. This is your girl Rizzo. We do Married at First Sight, Real Housewives of Potomac, and potentially insecure recaps. If you don't know, I am not in my normal home. I'm currently between spaces, y'all. But we gonna make it. New word is that we gonna be in there by Thanksgiving. It might be the evening of Thanksgiving. Also, shouts to Lady Shears, who's in my no color. The only one loyal. Guys, let's get into this episode. This is the Vow Renewal. This is the season finale. I honestly cannot believe that they have been together for 25 years. I don't even know what in my life has been consistent in 25 years besides myself, my mother, like my family. But what has been consistent? Not my home, not my education, not a bunch of friends. Do I have any friends of 25 years? Oh yeah, that's when I was 10. I got some friends, a couple, like literally a couple. Shouts to Steven. 25 years is crazy. I can't even imagine. Whew, Lord, good for them. All right, y'all, if you do like this video, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will do the reunion, the first part, before this next one airs, in the midst of doing my Married at First Sight decision day recaps. So y'all, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, this really wasn't our girl Giselle's episode, which we have been seeing over and over. I don't know if that means there's a change in how things are going, because Giselle is not running things anymore. The only thing we really heard about Giselle this episode is that she's dating some commentator who's like 35, lives in DC, who's young. But then at the end of the episode, we learned that they're not together anymore. So that was Giselle. Next up, we heard about Candace, and Candace started off the episode and she signed her deal with E1 in Nashville. Now, I have no idea how that happened. How are we signing in Nashville? Were you here in Potomac? What is it? I know Nashville is Music City, so that's where a lot of record labels are, but how did we choose that one? And why is this hair behind my ear? Y'all, it's 5 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock, and I just took my wrap out. Like, that's how crazy this day and this week has been. So this, I still have a line, but y'all can't tell. But this is just how it's gonna be poked up. We just gonna have to live with this, okay? But to be honest, this episode was really about Robin and Karen, which is interesting because we haven't gotten a lot of Robin. I know she brought in a friend this season. I know she's had like a different storyline. She's been a lot more active. We saw in the beginning of the season where she was like trying to push agendas and trying to make herself, part of the story. But we actually got a lot of Robin this last episode. Robin talked about her business, her baby. There was some drama we saw a little bit, but I want to dive into those two particularly. First up, the baby. Y'all know how old Robin is to be talking about a baby girl? Shorty's 42. I looked her up. I know that women are having babies later and later in life, but Shorty is planning on starting a new life with this man, getting married, having a new baby, raising them. I don't want to say she was a single mom before, but it sounds like she was raising them kids by herself, essentially. And I know that's one of the things, or the thing that Juan was like, yo, why are we even talking about this? She was like, yo, you never changed the diaper. And he's like, fam, why are you paying me out to look like a deadbeat dad? That happened 13 years ago. You know our relationship has changed since then. Why are you bringing this up now and trying to create this storyline like this? And what was interesting is that Juan was like, it's always what Juan did wrong and never what Robin did. And listen, once you cheat, that kind of goes out the door, because that is like ultimate betrayal, and nobody even wants to hear about what the other person did to make you get there, because fam, If somebody is making you get to a point where you're cheating, nah, you had a whole part and you wanted to do that. So that sucks. Y'all could have just been arguing and broke up, and then you could have been like, look what Robin did. But now since she cheated, nobody gives a shit about that. So new one. But I did like to see Robin starting off and opening her warehouse. Now, I will say, one, I'm really excited for them. But two, I am worried. You know, I watch a lot of Shark Tank. I'm worried that Embellished is a product and not a business. I want to see her succeed. She's got this big warehouse. She's got all these products. She has a lot of orders coming in now. But what's next? You acquire a customer, they buy a product, and that's it. Hats aren't really like something you're like, oh, I need like $25 unless you're a man and you have hat fish. I need her to come up with another product on a similar line, like something for hair care for women, something with satin lined, something. Maybe make a Scully, winter time, make a Scully that's satin lined. Oh Lord, I would love that. Legit, if you could develop something that helps keep my hair when my hair is curly and I put a hat on, because it'd be cold. Ooh, you can make earmuffs, but like smooth on the inside. What else can Embellish do? Robin likes to work out, so I'm tired of seeing these Nicole Ari Parker sweatband joints. Robin, get in on that. You know, there's a lot that she can do, but I want to make sure she just grows from this hat, which is her bread and butter at the moment, but like, we're rooting for you, sis. Also, it's interesting, she was like, yo, we're not gonna rush to plan a wedding or to get married because we're over here building a house and building a business. And if things are going well right now, sis, it is what it is, okay? We just don't want to do the 12-year engagement, but it's gonna happen. But let's get to the real love, because everyone knows the real love is with Michael and Juan. Now, like Robin said, she has no idea why Juan is so loyal to Michael, which also is weird to me because I'm like, Juan, this man was talking crap about you not marrying your wife last season and you still chummy with him? But whatever. This little bromance they have is so interesting. It's like, Juan, do you want to help Michael? Juan, are you excited that Michael still looks at you as like, oh, that basketball player, because that has kind of gone in your career? What is it about this relationship? Also, are we worried about the bachelor party that Michael's gonna plan for Juan? The answer is yes. But a couple of things that Michael said, and yo, listen, this is why Michael and Ashley are always together. Like, they're never not gonna be together because these two are shady individuals. That could probably cause a lot of contention between them. I wonder how they argue. I don't know, but I love that Ashley like still wants to like look and feel sexy for Michael, and Michael like gives her that, like, you're the best girl, you're the only one I'm looking at, you look so good. I think he's doing a good job in that aspect. But they're also doing a good job at being hella shady. Michael does not let up on the Candace and the Chris shade. One, he's just like, yo, I don't respect people who talk shit about my wife and about me and my marriage. They got enough issues. He don't need an outsider coming in. And then he gets into Chris and he's like, what does he even do? Does he get paid? And he said the worst thing that you can do is live off of your wife. And you know, Michael don't do that. It's actually the other way around. But you know what was interesting? He was like, how is Candace paying Chris when Candace is still on her mother's payroll? Which, Michael, you're so shady, but it's so good. It's so good. Wait, and the last thing that I will say is Robin was like, oh, like jokingly, like, oh, have you, not jokingly, she was serious too, but laughing about it. Like, oh, have you ever been confused as his grandfather? For us, that's a real question. And Michael was like, no, not yet. That's real. Imagine going to kindergarten. How old is Michael? 60-something? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the main event, this Vow Renewal, aka Kitten Hill Conference 2021. Listen, before we even actually get into like venue and people and all the drama that happened there, y'all see how much Karen really loves this man? I loved so many moments where you just see her like looking in his eyes, helping him. She wants to be all on him. I love that. And I think this is actually the first time that we saw Ray really reciprocate that love, which I thought was beautiful. But can we talk about these rings? So Cameron has 2 sets of rings here. How many ring upgrades do you think we got? Or how many new rings do you think we got in 25 years? You think this is it? She got a whole slew. Y'all love that Ray was like, somebody said like, oh, Bill Gates ain't got nothing on you, you know, because Karen calls him the Black Bill Gates. He was like, yeah, except he's getting divorced. The other thing I'll say really quickly, Raven, her daughter, or their daughter, is not coming to the Vow Renewal. Now, I thought that was COVID. but she didn't want to say it because people think COVID is like the cooties. So nobody wants to say it because then they think that that means that you did something wrong or you were somewhere where you weren't supposed to. So I'm wondering, did she have COVID or did she actually have kidney stones like Karen mentioned on national television? I feel like a mom would be like, oh, you don't want me to say COVID, so let me say something like that would stop you from coming to this wedding. Yeah, let me say kidney stones. No, nobody wants to hear that either. Also, if your daughter has kidney stones, is she in the hospital? You're not there with her? Okay. Okay, but let's actually like go into the venue and everyone coming there. No one really had a spectacular dress that I was excited about, except for Karen. Ashley's dress. Sis, where were we going? We don't know. She was just like a mom, just happy to dress up and get out, which, okay. But yeah, I wasn't really impressed with the outfits and Wendy's inability to sit down. Wendy and Eddie getting out of the car was the funniest thing. Like, Eddie was so funny. But listen, everybody I know there at home watching, I was like, Karen, please do not fall down these steps. Do not fall up. I was like, Lord, if they do this in the season finale, I will never forgive Andy Cohen. But listen to the different types of comments that people gave. Everybody's BFF, Candace, was like, when she pulled up, oh no, I need more from a wedding venue. Okay, sis, this is a 25th vow renewal. We're not gonna do your extravagant first time wedding with your parents' money. It's very different. But the inside looked nice. It was a weird setup going up the steps to the bar, but you know, it is what it is. Then she made another comment like, where's the Jumbotron so I can see what's happening up there? And then was it Candace or was it Giselle? Who made the comment about, oh, they got a pastor? What, is she getting baptized or something? It's a wedding. Now, I don't know if you have to bring another pastor in to do a vow renewal, but that's not weird. And then Giselle's comment like, oh, guess this is just friendship. Like, no, friendship is the foundation of something that lasts 25 years, okay? Even in that older age, it's not just, let me not talk about that. I was gonna say something about sexually, but friendship gotta maintain this because everything else is gonna come and go. But like Ray said, you have been my best friend throughout this, like, come on. And you heard all the shade from all of these other people. And then Karen's good friend, Mia, walks up and she's the bougiest and the most expensive, elaborate. She has the most money, I feel like, out of everyone besides Ray. But she walked in and she said, oh, this is cute. That's a friend. That's a friend. You don't need to pull up and start talking shit about me, especially at my ceremony. Like, no, good friend. All right, let's talk the beef between, why are there so many bubbles like this? Let's talk the beef between Chris and Michael and how Juan was the mediator, but really just Michael's BFF. And Michael was like, all right, I'll do what you say. I love when Michael said, I have a long memory and I don't like people being mean to my wife. And that's what I like. Y'all better stick together. That shit is so weird. They don't like each other. They talked crap about each other. Michael, a businessman, was literally pushed away because of Chris. I think he overreacted a bit. He as in Chris. But yeah, it was just weird. I need them to move on, so I'm glad that they like shook hands and said they were gonna move on. And so then they eventually squashed it. Giselle asked for a hug. Michael wound up hugging his BFF, his bro, his man, Juan Dixon. But y'all, that is what it is. Candace used white privilege too much this season. She been scrolling too much on social media. That shit was in her mind. She was like, I can't wait to use it for when I see white people. But she forgot that she has a white husband too. First of all, it didn't even make sense in that instance. Those were two white men speaking to each other, not forgiving each other, and then both forgiving each other. Where was the white privilege there? And then you walked away just to come back to your white husband? What? And I'm proud of Chris for like sticking up like, yo, you can't just keep doing this. It's crazy because then Candace was getting upset with him, but as soon as he showed a little emotion, she cursed at him and was like, F this, I'm not talking to you anymore. So sis, it's okay for you to scream at him, but when he says something, you are upset at how he's speaking to you? Like, come on. But yeah, the vow renewal was good. You know what else I didn't like? I like the moment where you saw like G is clearly, he knows how to network. G went up to Dorothy and was like, look at you, y'all look like sisters, okay. I'm like, look at this man, he knows how to work a room. Candace was like, Juan, you're like a ghost because he don't ever come around. I wonder if that's the reason why he's close with Michael, because he doesn't talk to anyone else. So he's like, yo, in this group, I gotta be cool with somebody. And then Wendy walking in and not speaking to Giselle is on brand, but I do think they need to get over it. Like, all right, it's coming on. Let's not drag this on for another season. Hopefully we get through this on the reunion, which I'm so excited to see. Y'all, this is a 4-part reunion. What? I will say I saw a preview of their outfits and they dressed a whole lot better this year than they ever have before, especially last year. Y'all, the only thing I could think about is the stripes, the zebra, the cheetah. What the hell was in Robinson? But y'all, this one was short and sweet. I enjoyed this episode. It wasn't a lot of drama, but I do like how they ended the season. I'm so excited for these reunions. Catch me in a couple of days. I want to say 2-3 days for the reunion part 1. I will be posting, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the little circle that's going to pop up over here, guys. I cannot wait to get to it. I will see you for the next 4 weeks then, since it's a 4-episode special. It's crazy. I know people don't like me. Your girl has blocked me. Robin's friend has blocked me. I'm okay with that. Whatever. But just remember, y'all, everything that I have said has been from Rizzo with love. All right, y'all. I will see you in a couple of days for reunion part 1. Hit the subscribe button, y'all. Bye.